Hey guys, welcome to my first video. Today I'm gonna show you a race that was just unbelievable, and it shows how Gran Turismo is a hard game by itself, but it can be way harder when you find someone that's not just willing to have a clean race and have fun and just, you know, beat yourself, beat the others, but with respect and sportsmanship. So let's get started on this race and see what happens. Sadly, I wasn't recording at the time of that race. I'm starting with this, but I do have the replay, and we'll go over everything that happened throughout the race. It was pretty fun. It was pretty nice. Besides everything that happened, so I hope you enjoy. So here's the beginning. Um, Everything started pretty okay, as far as I can tell. I'm in third. By the way, I'm a C driver, not an A plus driver yet. I'm merging into B, following back into C. I've been playing for about a month, but my sportsmanship rating is S. So as you can see, the guy that's in second, Rodrigo, is a pretty aggressive driver, and some contact there kinda upset the car in front of him, and unfortunately the lead lost his position. And from now until basically the fourth lap, he will be first. The guy seems to be a really good driver, has a good pace. As you can see, I did touch him a little bit, but I don't think it was nothing major. Nothing that really upset his car or really caused any damage to his race. It was just, a normal, friendly touch, I would say. So the race continues. That's in Brazil. That's Interlagos. I am a Brazilian guy, and I kind of know that track from, I don't know, since I was a kid, from watching TV and stuff. So, and it, to me, seems to be, it is a really fun track to race, in my opinion. So as you can see, I'm kind of close to him. We're going back into turn one right now. I get touched from the back. Nothing major. I didn't lose control. Nothing really happened. But the gap between me and the first guy and the lead kind of got bigger. And I have the third guy, the P3, touching me again. So I don't know if my pace is not good enough for him, or if he's just, or I'm braking too early. I don't know. And as you can see, the lead, the gap is getting bigger and bigger between me and the lead. But it's alright. I'm just there for the fun. I'm not really looking to win a race, especially when I started in third. I was just, I'm starting on this. It's just like, it's my first month playing this game. I've been learning a lot. I shut off all my assistants a while ago, so I race with only ABS on default. That's like what normally everybody races, and I've been kind of challenging myself and trying to stay alive throughout the races. That's my biggest challenge. Not only just win or get as much positions as I can. It's just beating myself first and being able to get to the end and have a clean race. So going back into turn one, the Senna S. I was just being super careful to not get a penalty, because in this track, if you get a penalty, it's really bad. Only half a second can really change your race, because the penalty zone is on an uphill on a straight line, so you lose a huge amount of time if you get a penalty. So I was being extra careful not to go over the track limit or not to hit anybody and get a penalty and kind of screw my race up. So I think I'm getting a little closer to him. He's kind of pushing hard, right? But I'm just racing myself. As you can see, the P3 is kind of behind now too. But it's just a normal race, right? As far as right now, I didn't notice anything weird about the guy in front of me, besides the fact that he was actually, as I said, because I'm merging into B rating, I kind of get people that their sportsmanship rating is not really high. So I think this guy that was in front of me, he was like a B driver, but with the B sportsmanship rating. That's a thing that I noticed in the lobby. I was like, that's kind of weird, because I try to keep my sportsmanship high up, so we have more. So I have more civilized, more friendly races. And right now, he has a pretty good gap, but you see what's gonna happen. He's gonna lead too deep, and that's a replay of his camera, his view, and he got himself a penalty. As you're gonna see now, a 1 second penalty. And as I said, on this track, that's crucial. That's definitely gonna cost him at least one position, and we're going towards the last race. So I see myself, I found myself an opportunity to actually win the race. So I don't push too hard, but I don't want to lose this opportunity. So I keep racing, pushing myself, and trying to catch him as much as I can, get closer and closer, so I make sure to get the position once he gets the penalty. And that's something about racing. There's nothing wrong really about getting a penalty. It happens. Sometimes you just drop the ball and you go over, you brake too late, so it's pretty normal. I think it's part of the race. And as far as I remember, I can't remember, I think he started in second, and I was right behind him. So he, in reality, only lost one position, but if he finishes in second, it wouldn't be any harm to him or his rating. It would be a good race, It's not like he finished in the last or lost 5 positions. He lost 1 position because he managed to stay in second. As I said, he's a good driver. He has a good pace, and if you look on the map, he's right behind me. I'm just trying to stay alive, not make any mistakes, and finish my race in first. Make use of the opportunity that fell on my lap. So just racing as I normally do. But we are about to get into the climax of this race. As you can see, he's close to me, but he's not like right behind me. So I go into this turn right now, and boom. Yes, it's exactly what you think happened. He just didn't brake, just went for it, took me out of the track. So that's the replay right there. I see, as I said, he's not like right behind me. There's maybe half a second, and then boom, hits me right in the middle, takes me out of the race, or at least takes me out of the lead, and managed to get a 4 seconds penalty, which I think is fine, but look, what is he doing? Like, he's waiting, and boom, He was literally waiting to take another guy out of the race. I just couldn't believe it. After watching the replay, I couldn't believe it. Managed to get a 5-second penalty and oddly goes into the pit and just finishes the race there. So let's go back to the actual race and see how it finished and talk about the results. So I managed to get back on the track, right? As you can see, I'm in fourth, and I'm like not believing what just happened. I didn't really do anything, at least I don't think I did, to deserve that. So you see, the guy just quit, the second guy he hit, and so we're about to finish the race. I am in third. You can see him going into the pit, and the guy in front of me finishes the race. I finished the race, and I finished in second, which to me is awesome. You know, thinking about the fact that I started in third, finishing in second is not a big deal. But let's think about the guy that tried to take us out of the race, and right after take another guy out of the race, he started in second, right, and managed to get in first. Kind of aggressive driving to get that position, but whatever. And then got a penalty, unfortunately, and that's not really good. But what can we do about it, right? But if he had just continued the race, he would manage to get in second. I would be in first, but he would have a somewhat clean race and not really harm or damage his ratings or anything like that. But instead, he decides to, for whatever reason, take me out of the race, take another guy out of the race, ruin other people's play and experience. For I don't know what he gets out of it, but he would, if he continued the race normally, he would finish in second, and to me that's a good position. But who knows? We're not really inside other people's mind. But that's it for this video. I appreciate it. This is my first video, and I plan to continue and improve myself and improve my racing and my videos. So I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. If you can, leave a like, subscribe if you even get to this point. Thank you so much. Have a good one.